So NASDAQ has once again fallen about 2% or so on. So today's video will be about explaining the drop and how you could have caught the sell that we are experiencing right now. So I'm quickly gonna jump into my Google Drive and show you guys what we're working with. So I took screenshots before and after. So this was about around 1 to 2 p.m. I think. So this is the structure. As you can see, I executed my trade right here, and this is what happened after, or what's been happening. So yes, the trade, it dipped a lot of peeps. As you can see, I was not anticipating the sell to go further than this point, but you can see it literally went twice the distance. So it was a huge sell for those who caught, and I actually see a lot of people actually saw this trade, so that is good. Maybe that's why it even drove down the price further, because it just seemed a bit obvious. So I'll explain why I think this trade was obvious. So I'm just gonna jump into my trading view. So I recently recorded a video about this section that you see right here. So you guys can go ahead and watch that video. So I'm just gonna jump into the 1 hour time frame, and that's where we are gonna start with this one. So we don't want to be working with the past market, so we're just gonna jump in right to the current market. Remember guys, the first thing that we do is get our highest high, which was these points. As you can see, it kind of forms like a double top or whatever, and here's our lowest low. So right now I saw that we kind of had like a double top because the price was around these areas when I saw it. So I was like, what are the chances of the market buying? And I concluded that we would be selling, and I moved on from the 1 hour time frame to the 15-minute time frame. So this is what we're looking at. And the first thing that I noticed is that the price, how it got to this point, the second shoulder of the double top, I saw that the price was just getting there in a corrective manner, because it just was going sideways until it reached that point. So I figured this would be the structure that we're working with, and I also drew something like that as a support. So you can see it kind of validates our philosophy of the principles of the structure, which is, remember that we trade where we have the highest probability, and where we have the highest probability is the third touch. So this point right here is the one with the highest probability. So you need to know and see how the market reacts from that third touch and so on. And as you can see, okay, I'm just gonna zoom in. So you guys can see that from the third point, the price kind of dipped to the bottom, but not drastically. And then right after, it went correctively. So that is what we were looking for. This correction right here, which was rather what most people saw with this NASDAQ sell. Others executed at the risk entry by the third touch, and others waited for this flag to form. As you can see, it validates our philosophy of the 1 2 3 touch, because right now we have this as the first touch, this is the second touch of our flag, and this is the third one. And looking at the third one, you can see that we had very nice reversal candlesticks. As you can see, we had this one right here with a huge pin, followed by this one, and the price just sold off right there. So I saw my trade around these areas. So I'm just gonna refer back. As you can see, we had that flag right here with the flag 1 2 3 touch, sold off a bit, it broke out our flag, and that is where I saw this trade happening. So I quickly drew this and everything, executed my trades, and this is what's been happening. So you can see it's a huge drop. It's quite catastrophic if you ask me. So I don't know whether it's gonna reach our lowest low or it's just gonna turn wherever it wants to turn. That won't be my prediction, but with this one, I actually exited my trade around these areas. So I won't be following it until we have another structure building up. So for instance, if we get the market to reject here and then it just goes on correctively, as you can see, this would be a structure for a buy, as we'll have like 3 touches at the support, a huge rejection right there, followed by a nice flag that we can take to the upside. But that is far in the future. Probably, I don't know when it's gonna happen, so it's just a matter of watching the structures forming. As you can see, this one, it took a while, but it was quite a nice structure that probably formed in a period of a week. But yeah, it was a very good setup, very simple. It comprised of this double top right here, this double top, first top and then second top, and the price just sold off with this flag, corrective flag to the downside. So that is a wrap. Yeah, so it is. I was not planning on recording this video. It's just that this sell off was just so huge, and I felt like the need to explain it. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you catch the next video. This was Chris Hendricks, MBA.